Stop everything, because Bryshere Gray has landed in a scandal that is absolutely unbelievable. According to reports, not one, not two, but 5 different women are allegedly pursuing Bryshere for child support, and the internet still can't figure out how this story escalated so fast. The craziest part: most people had no idea Bryshere even had children. Then he appeared on a podcast and casually revealed that he has 5 kids with 5 different women, and baby, the backlash exploded instantly. Social media immediately started dragging him over claims that multiple women were allegedly pregnant by him around the same time. Everyone is asking where all that child support is supposed to come from, and the entire situation has turned into complete chaos. But just when it seemed like everyone was ready to pile on, an unexpected voice stepped forward to defend him. Taraji P. Henson is now urging people to give Bryshere some grace, saying there could be much more happening behind the scenes than the public realizes. The problem is, plenty of fans simply aren't buying that explanation after everything that's unfolded over the past several years. Now, what began as a conversation about child support has snowballed into a much bigger debate about Bryshere's past, his behavior, and whether people ignored warning signs for far too long. So let's get into it, because this story gets even messier than 5 baby mamas and a lawsuit. One thing about Bryshere Gray: he hasn't made headlines for positive reasons since leaving Empire. But somehow, being reportedly sued for child support by 5 different women might be one of the wildest stories we've heard about him yet. Girl, most of us didn't even know he had children until he appeared on a podcast just days ago and revealed that not only has he been living in Kenya, but he also has children with several Kenyan women. Take a listen.
It's okay. You never know. You never know. Do you plan to have kids?
Yeah, I got 5.
You already have 5 kids.
Yeah. Got 5 kids.
Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, brother.
I got 5. Lil Rico,
Yeah.
Tony, Maria, Mariah, and Lil Hakeem.
You have 5 kids.
I have 5 kids.
How many baby mamas?
5.
God damn. And I thought I was shining.
5 children with 5 different women is already enough to leave everybody speechless. But baby, the drama doesn't stop there. According to Bryshere Gray, every one of those 5 children is roughly the same age. And trust me, what he said next had the internet completely stunned.
Yeah, then you pull up over here, then you're like, yeah, I got 5. We got Rico. I got Mariah, Maria, Lil Hakeem. I'm like,
Keisha,
Keisha.
Ugh.
How old are they?
They all 3 months.
Huh?
All had them at the same time.
What?
Yeah. This is why this is something that's legendary. They all 3 months old. That's up.
All the kids are 3 months old.
3 months old. They all going on 4 now. Next month will be 4 months.
Wow. Okay. Whew.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought I was,
So let me get this straight: this man allegedly had 5 different women expecting babies at nearly the exact same time. That leaves people wondering whether he was simply being reckless or whether this was actually intentional. And honestly, neither possibility sounds good. But hold on, because the story gets even messier. Based on his own comments, he didn't seem to speak very highly of the mothers of his children. When he was asked why he wasn't in a relationship with any of them, Bryshere Gray said it was entirely his choice not to be with them. Take a listen.
Okay, that's good. Why are you not staying with their mothers?
Because they like to wake up and blast music. Scare me to death. I be asleep and be like, WizKid or something come on Calligraph. They wake up to the loud music. It's like, oh shit. Said you can't do that yet.
OG has to be respected.
Yes, OG gotta be respected.
If it's calligraphy, it has to be blasted, man.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I love Calligraph. I love the music. But like 6 o'clock in the morning, like whatever it is, you just blast the music.
Okay.
can't. It's like, that's why I don't live with them.
And
We
the
have to-
others?
we have to come to a medium.
And the others?
The other girls, one is Ethiopian.
They're very diverse.
Yeah.
Saying you don't want to be with the mother of your children simply because she makes music is a pretty unbelievable excuse. And honestly, hardly anyone is buying it. Instead, it left people accusing Bryshere Gray of carelessly creating broken families while acting like it was no big deal. But that podcast ended up backfiring in the biggest way because almost immediately afterward, reports started circulating that every one of his alleged baby mothers had filed child support lawsuits against him. According to insiders, many of those women reportedly had no idea Bryshere had once starred on the hit series Empire. That actually sounds believable since the show's biggest success was in the United States, even though it reached audiences elsewhere. They likely assumed he was simply another American living in Kenya. Then the interview went viral, people allegedly connected the dots, and suddenly everything changed. Now Bryshere is reportedly dealing with not one, not two, not three, but 5 separate child support cases, with every mother allegedly seeking financial support. The situation has quickly spiraled into total chaos. The twist, however, is that based on everything we've heard about Bryshere's finances, they may be in for a surprise. Reports have suggested he struggled financially, created adult content online, and hasn't landed a major acting role since around 2018. That leaves many people wondering exactly where any child support payments would come from, because it certainly doesn't appear to be Hollywood paychecks. Either way, this entire situation has become a complete disaster. And social media has been relentlessly criticizing him for what many see as incredibly reckless decisions. But do you know who's still standing firmly in Bryshere Gray's corner? None other than Taraji P. Henson. That's right. Taraji believes Bryshere has been struggling with his mental health, and she's publicly asking people to show him compassion instead of rushing to judge him. Honestly, it shouldn't come as a surprise because Taraji has always been fiercely protective of Bryshere. According to Bryshere himself, she looked out for him from the moment he landed his breakout role on Empire. In a past interview, he even said, "I learned how to treat a woman from Taraji. She taught me lessons about life, cooked for me, Jussie Smollett, and Gabri Sidibe. And we spent time together off set like a real family." They've been in this industry much longer, and listening to them helped me avoid mistakes they had already experienced. Even though Empire ended 6 years ago, Taraji's protective, almost maternal support for Bryshere appears unchanged. She's now encouraging fans to take it easy on him, saying he may still be dealing with serious mental health challenges. Some people agree with her completely. One fan commented, "We shouldn't treat someone struggling with mental illness like entertainment. Hopefully he gets the right treatment and finds a better path." Others, however, aren't convinced. Another person questioned, "Wait, wasn't he the one whose wife previously filed domestic violence charges against him?" Someone else added, "This is heartbreaking. He now has children with 5 different women, and I just hope those kids grow up differently." Those are questions many people are asking. While nobody wants to attack someone who may genuinely be facing mental health struggles, critics also point out that the last major story involving Bryshere and a relationship was far more serious. They're referring to the July 2020 incident in which his then-wife, Candace Jimdar, reportedly flagged down a stranger for help, alleging she was the victim of domestic violence and claiming Bryshere assaulted her and choked her until she lost consciousness.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Up first tonight, we're following breaking news in the arrest of Bryshere Gray, one of the stars of the hit show Empire. Tonight, we're seeing hours of new video from his July arrest that ended with his wife flagging down police and telling them the actor had assaulted her for hours inside their Goodyear home.
According to the allegations, she confronted Bryshere Gray after suspecting he had been unfaithful. She claimed the confrontation quickly turned heated and alleged that he became enraged before physically assaulting her. Those accusations would soon become one of the most serious and controversial chapters in Bryshere's public life.
The alleged crime, brutal. Gray's wife calling 911 after escaping him at a Goodyear QT, claiming Gray punched her hundreds of times, strangled her, and threatened her with a knife.
According to the allegations, the situation quickly escalated into a disturbing legal case. Reports stated that Bryshere Gray's wife called 911 after escaping from a Goodyear QT, claiming he had repeatedly punched her, strangled her, and threatened her with a knife. She then contacted police, who dispatched a team of negotiators to the residence. Authorities said Bryshere remained inside for nearly 9 hours before eventually surrendering. He was subsequently charged with felony aggravated assault and misdemeanor disorderly conduct. His mugshot spread across social media almost instantly, with many people commenting on how dramatically his appearance had changed. Rumors about possible substance use also circulated online, although Bryshere never publicly confirmed or denied them. Candace Jimdar later claimed he had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and ADHD but refused treatment and declined to take his prescribed medication. Court records show Bryshere later entered a guilty plea in the domestic violence case and received a sentence of 10 days in county jail followed by 3 years of probation. However, the legal troubles reportedly didn't end there. In October 2022, police responded to another domestic disturbance call at his residence, though few details were ever released publicly. Just weeks later, TMZ reported that Bryshere had been arrested again on domestic violence allegations after a woman identifying herself as his girlfriend claimed his behavior had become increasingly alarming and that she feared for her safety. She also alleged that he threw food at her and frequently pulled her by the hair. Because those allegations reportedly violated the terms of his probation, Bryshere was taken into custody once again. Although he was eventually released, many believed the negative publicity severely damaged his acting career, especially as questions continued about whether he had sought treatment for his reported mental health struggles. Then there were additional rumors alleging he hosted wild parties and used drugs at his home. In 2020, a former landlord also sued Bryshere, alleging he caused extensive damage to a rental property, including clogged toilets filled with used protection and dog waste left throughout the residence, with total damages reportedly reaching about $26,000. All of that has led some people to understand why Taraji P. Henson continues emphasizing concerns about Bryshere's mental health, while others still question how those struggles relate to the recent reports involving multiple children with different women. What do you think about the entire situation? Share your thoughts below, join the conversation, and don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity updates before the next video drops.